Okay, so we're gonna work on an improvement today. I'm finally sick and tired of our envelope setup. It's kind of mismatched and kind of random labels. You know, we got some of our A2s, A7s, but they're labeled number 10s, number 9s. Kind of hodgepodge of random stuff. This is the kind of random stuff, maybe leftovers of jobs we've done over the years. We have some random shells. I could probably reach out to Fast Undercar, but I think this was from like over 10 years old. They've been through like 2-3 different like mergers or acquisitions, so like the shell is probably not even the right shell at this point. So let me go ahead and actually take a look. What do we even have back here? A ton of shells. Yeah, so I haven't heard from them in forever, so this might be actually a good company to hit up, but I don't even know who to hit up anymore at this point. It's been such a long time. But that's another kind of like process or project. But that's just an example of random inventory. So if I can't get a hold of them, we'll get rid of it or do something with it. But kind of similar situation with the stuff that we have here. Probably Lawrence, the rest of the guys, we're gonna take everything down, sort through it, get rid of junk that doesn't serve a purpose, and label and organize everything so it makes more sense. I figured our more common envelopes, like the number 10s, should probably be over here, close to the envelope printer. You know, less motion. So I guess there's nothing but excess inventory. I'm not even sure what we have. So let's go ahead and start sorting through this stuff and cleaning up the area and reorganizing this so it's more efficient use of the space. So we just started, and literally the whole top shelf is excess inventory of stuff we haven't used. Like, I literally have an invoice from 2016 of some random paper we haven't used. Again, it's just taking up space. It serves no purpose. It's not used for us holding it on. If I haven't used it in 10 years, I don't think I'm going to use it in the next 10 years. So this is all that we have randomly piled up. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this out. And then we're going to have to start going through all the stuff that we theoretically do use and kind of get a feel for what we actually use. And then hopefully once we have it organized, we can develop some sort of Kanban or 2-bin system. So yeah, let's keep working at this and let's see where this ends up. All right, we're at it. We're still finding excess inventory of random stuff like hodgepodges from excess from different jobs we've done over the years that we haven't touched. You see a bunch of dust bunnies accumulated, so we're gonna go ahead and like mop this area, dust everything nice and good, and then start labeling and setting everything up so it works more efficiently for our needs. So just us working through this. All right, so this is our final product that we came up with. We swept, we sorted, we standardized. We got rid of a bunch of excess inventory, and now it's kind of easier to tell what envelopes we have and then what inventory levels we have for each item, for each SKU. So the next project that I'm gonna entrust Humberto to help with would be to set up Kanbans for all the stocks that we use on a regular basis. So that's gonna be the next phase. But in the meantime, look, I have my window number 10s, my window number 9s. I put the number 10s closest to the envelope printer, since these are the ones we print the most often. I still have excess inventory, you can say, up here, but these are custom number 10 envelopes, so I just put like a general miscellaneous. I might try to sell these or offer walk-ins a deal on some of these custom envelopes if they're looking for custom envelopes. We just did some blue ones recently. So again, I do have space for excess inventory. At least I can kind of keep tabs on how much excess inventory we have with the miscellaneous hodgepodge. We may end up tossing it out or getting rid of it later, but in the meantime, at least I know it's there and it's not the ice where it used to be. So everything's labeled. I have all our business standard envelopes over here, and then all the A7 holiday stuff I have over here. And again, I have random miscellaneous stuff that we've just been collecting over the years. The boxes are full, that's why I didn't toss them out. And then down here we have the cases of the larger sets, and so you can see we have a ton of number 10 still. We've been sitting on some window tint, security tint envelopes, peel and seals. This stuff will probably last us a while. A lot of this stuff we don't necessarily need to reorder. I have some random 6 3/4 envelopes that we did that we've been sitting on. I think it was probably for a project we did at one point. So this is not really a standard size we offer, but since I had 1,000 of them, I kind of went ahead and put it with the business envelopes. And then down here we have some catalog envelopes again that we have around or used in a while. So the bottom right here is going to be for the big boxes and probably for the overflow. It seems like we're pretty much ready for the holiday season. We have plenty of A7s, and we have some A9s, and we have our A2s ready to go right here. So I'll definitely say the A7s, A2s, number 10s, those are the ones we need to get combined sooner rather than later. Might be a little low on the A1s, but I like that the visual cue. We could set up our 2-bin system. As you can see, there's like room for enough 2 boxes. Each box pretty much represents 500 pieces. So we need to come up what's the appropriate level that we need to have on stock. And that's all kind of contingent on like the average order and how frequently we expect to move this stuff. Again, holiday season's coming up, so these are going to be really critical. But yeah, let's go through our 8 ways of lean. Kind of tell the story of what we did here. So transportation. We reduced transportation because now we don't have to move the material as far away or search for it. So we got rid of transportation. Inventory, I don't need to tell you, we got rid of a bunch of stuff we don't need. Motion, less motion because there's going to be less back and forth, less confusion, less struggle when trying to find the appropriate material for the project. Waiting. I'm not sure how waiting is really relevant in this case, but hopefully now that we can keep track of our inventory, I don't have to wait for my delivery. Now I know if I can be proactive and order ahead of time, I'm not going to be caught surprised if I didn't realize that we're missing a stock. If we're missing a stock when a job comes in, because now I know in advance what I have. So that's how we got rid of waiting. Overproduction, overprocessing. Overproduction, well, we got rid of excess inventory. We're gonna have controls on how much to print and not overprint. Other times we had jobs where we overran envelopes in the hopes of sitting on them, hopes of selling them. But then turns out by the next order the customer changed their artwork or something. So we had overprints that were sitting on, creating excess inventory that we had no use for. So we're gonna get rid of overproduction in that way, and overprocessing. Defects. Well, now that we have everything labeled clearly, hopefully we make less mistakes in pulling the material from the wall. Hopefully we're able to go to the correct stock and eliminate defects in that way. And then skills. Yeah, if we're streamlining our process, hopefully our operators will be more efficient in producing envelopes rather than struggling with getting the machine set up or struggling with finding the right inventory. So hopefully in that sense we're helping with the skills as well. So yeah, this was a good project. I think it was a long time coming. We could always improve it with more combines, maybe make more labels. I just have the general categories set up. I could probably start making security tint and the peel and seal. There's so many different variations. We got like 6 different types of number 10 envelopes here. And again, not all of it's stuff that we need to keep on hand. But overall, I'm happy with the outcome. I hope the team likes it. I hope this is something they can take this as an example of the types of things we can do around the shop. Basically, just pick a corner, completely redo it, and set it up in such a way that it makes sense for the production process. So that's all I have to say. Everybody is keep up the good work and fix what bugs you. Definitely want to give a shout out to Lawrence and Humberto for helping me on this. Definitely helped in this entire process. So again, use your teammates, use your colleagues, brainstorm ideas, and let's make the business a little bit better each day.